Am I or am I not a hoarder? I always ask myself that question. Well, not always, but often. I'm a hoarder. I just looked it up on the internet at the Mayo Clinic's website. I don't know why I didn't do it before, but the official definition described me to the T and the conditions of this house. And before, I used to think because the house was also full of trash that I was a slob and not so much a hoarder. And I've said this in a couple of the videos, and you guys have commented on it, and that I shouldn't beat myself up, and so on and so forth. And I used to think that maybe I'm just a slob and not a hoarder, but I'm a hoarder by its definition. And also the fact that I started this from a young age, because it says that hoarders usually start from like 15 to 19 years old and then gradually become worse as they get older. And that's what basically has happened with me. And they go on to say that they don't know what causes it. Could be genetic, could be because the parents are hoarders. And both my parents are hoarders, even though they're organized hoarders and everything's nice and neat in their home. It's a hoarding home. But the purpose of this video is to talk about something else. The other day, I was editing my YouTube videos with my friend John. And somehow he realized or he discovered that I kept all my files, my pictures, everything. And he says to me, "Why aren't you deleting them?" And I said, "I don't know." He says, "Delete them. You don't need them. Once you upload the video to the internet, you don't need that stuff anymore. The important things that you would need for the video are already on the cloud." And I said, okay. And I sat there afterwards and looked at the files, which were very unorganized and in folders, and realized that, yeah, I don't need them. And why was I holding on to them? And then I realized, and I said to myself, I'm a digital hoarder. Today, I looked that up, and turns out that that's a real condition. That there are digital hoarders out there, and they call it digital hoarding, e-hoarding, cyber hoarding, and there's a couple other terms that they have out there for it. And it's a subcategory of hoarding. And it has come about with the digital revolution. And I thought, wow, it fascinated me that not only am I a hoarder, but I'm a hoarder. Hoarder, 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 hoarder. Echo, 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 echo. I'm thinking, wow, what else do I do? I guess we'll find out. But so I quickly purged my computer of unnecessary files. Went in, I didn't just wipe everything out. I sat there and systematically looked at everything, kept what was necessary, and got rid of everything else. Talk about liberating. I wish my house could be cleaned that easy. It was great. And I was worried about where I'm going to find the hard drive space for all these files and all this, that, and the other thing, and how am I going to organize it? Oh, it's so light now. Maybe it'll run faster. Who knows? So yeah, how many of you out there are experiencing this digital hoarding? It's fascinating to me. I didn't even know that it existed until I thought I coined the phrase, but no, I didn't coin anything. It exists. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk to you about, the digital hoarding. So, that's it. That's all I have to say. I'm I'm still planning to do the 5-bag challenge. I said I was going to do it in a couple of days, but it snowed again. And I thought to myself, put those bags out in the snow. I don't want to put them in the yard. The neighbors will look at me like, I'm a slob inside, a hoarder inside this house. Outside, the house is nice. I pay people to cut the bushes and trim this and trim that. I cut the grass myself. So at least the outside of my house does not look like a hoarding house. The backyard is not a hoarding yard. My truck is clean. I have a trash can. So I've not spread it out to the outside of the house. And I don't want to start by putting 5 trash bags next to where my dumpsters sit, and give anybody the indication that, I don't know, because I think my neighbor knows I'm a hoarder. Because one time, the front door was left open, she said, and she closed it. She came to me once and said, your front door was wide open. Dogs never escaped. That was then when I had other dogs. No, I had another dog, one dog. And she never mentioned anything about the condition, because that front room was not as bad as it is now, but it was a hoarding situation, and she never said anything to me. But I suspect that she knew. She's a great neighbor, by the way. So yeah, I don't want to put those bags out there until I am prepared to put them out there. So I'm supposed to get a trailer, put in my front yard, or in my driveway, where I can put the bags on, and then we take the bags to the dump. And once that happens soon, I think I'm going to do the 5-bag challenge, and maybe even more, and continue, just load bags. Because the more bags you put on the trailer, the more efficient it'll be for taking it to the dump. I think you pay by the bag or I forget how it goes. So yeah, it'll happen. In the meantime, I don't know what I can do or to entertain you, is what I'm trying to say. I don't want to make whiny videos about, today I don't feel like doing this or I don't feel like doing that, because there really isn't any reason to do that. Unless something comes up interesting, I'm going to wait until I do that challenge to do a video. Yeah, so there it is. Okay, don't forget, I love you, be safe, and I'll talk to you later.